Hey guys, time to chill out with Sub-07 and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. Last time, we scoured the plains of Route 45, crossing mountains, catching our last party member in the previous episode beforehand, and just generally training up everybody, getting ready for our final gym badge of the Johto region. Our team is complete, most of our evolutions are here now that Inferno Heart has become Inferno Star and Artemis has become Umbreon. There's just one thing left to do. Take on the last gym. However, you may notice something a bit odd. Alucard's not here and Prodigy's here. Fun fact, this gym requires strength. You can't finish the gym without it, so I had to put someone on the benches. Ultimately, I chose Alucard because I just think of the six, he's the least useful for this gym in particular. Let's begin. Let's see what we got. Yo, champ in the making! It's been a long journey, but we are almost done. Count on me! Clair uses the mythical and sacred Dragon-type Pokemon. You can't damage them very easily. But you know, they're supposed to be weak against Ice-type moves. That is your cue that if you haven't picked up anything in the Ice Path and you think you need one, this is your opportunity. Trust me, it will be worth it. However, not every trainer uses Dragon-types either. Some of them, well, this is Generation 2. Not every Pokemon was a Dragon. There wasn't easy access to Dragon Pokemon back then. For now, we're putting Stark up front to start. Let's begin. Your first battle against dragons? I'll show you how tough they are. Let's see. What do you got, bud? Yeah, this gym is swarming with cool trainers. Cool trainer Paul wants to battle. And he starts with Dratini, the go-to dragon-type family of Generation 1. And the majority of dragon types are from this family in this generation. The reason why I'm leading with Stark is because Stark has Slash, which is very powerful. If I ever get any chance of a critical hit, they're probably gonna die. Perish. Nice! Second hit's a crit. That's a good sign. Second Dratini, of course. Yeah, for the most part, you're just gonna be running into Dratinis around here, but not everyone has those because not everyone gets access to a dragon. There is another family that you'll be running into around here. Nice! Second critical hit. Excellent work, Stark. But for the most part, don't worry about these dragons. Just remember, Dragon has interesting resistances. It resists all three starter types and Electric, aka Pikachu. It's only weak to itself and Ice as of Generation 2, though it would gain the Fairy type weakness as of Generation 6 onwards. Just be careful and smash into it as hard as you can with things that are not your starter. For the most part. Also watch for Dragon Rage, that's gonna hurt. Dragon Rage is a dragon move that always does exactly 40 damage, meaning it is guaranteed that much. Very dangerous if you have low health Pokemon, but if you're prepared for it, not too bad. One down. My dragon Pokemon lost? Yes. Yes, they did. Now the reason why this place is so weird, there's Clair over there, but there's stairs. This is a 2-story gym, and you have to strength puzzle it. Oh great, how do I do this? The objective is to push all these rocks down into many holes. That is the only way to progress, and it's how we're going to be dealing with this. So, Prodigy, you're up. Weirdly enough, this gym probably had the best and most dynamic overhaul in Generation 4. We've said a couple gyms got overhauled. Chuck's gym got turned from a straightforward strength puzzle into lowering and weakening a waterfall. Bugsy got some electric spider traps. Claire's gym, it became moving platform, and you have to step on the right switches to guide it across lava. It's very strange, but it's a lot better and doesn't require an HM. I can't allow a nameless trainer past me. I have a name, you dick. Clair would be livid if I did. I don't care. Another cool trainer. What do you got? Dragonair, maybe? Seadra! That's the other family to watch out for. We haven't had a chance to encounter Horsea or Seadra yet, so I'm not going to bio them just yet. Just note, you're going to be running into a lot of these. We're going to Current. Because Seadra and its pre-evolution Horsea are both pure water types. They're not dragons. So they're still weak to electricity. Because you fell, that's fine, Spark. Get zapped, nerd. While we're doing this, one thing that I kind of want to mention. My commentary's been a bit of a hot mess across this series. I acknowledge that. Words are hard, okay? I'm also realizing I'm falling for the oldest trick in the book when it comes to this sort of thing. I'm talking too fast. So I'm going to try and slow down a little bit with that in hopes that it won't be so bad. Because I really need to pick up the quality with this. Come on. Oh, I lost. I also don't know why, but one of the more recent episodes of Crystal has kind of exploded in terms of views, and I don't understand why or how. Like, what is wrong with you people? Why are you watching me? Go away. But no, seriously, I do appreciate it. Because I believe it's the Suicune episode has just, like, rocketed up in views, and I haven't had something like that happen in quite a while. Not since the Punch-Out incident. And if you know what that is, you've been around here too long. Let's push 2 rocks in. Nice, that's 2. And 1 more right over there. 1 more for you to deal with, though. It's not as if we all use Dragon-type Pokemon. Well, that is true. We did just see the Seadra, after all. Cool Trainer Cody, what do you got? Horsey! Thought so. You might actually just die in 1 hit to Slash. So you know what? Stark, try it. Really? Leer? That's the best you can do? Perish. Yeah, Slash is going to be doing most of the heavy lifting for Stark for this because that. High critical hit chance means Stark's beefy attack stat is going to just go crazy. Another one. Slash. Water Gun. Seadras do have decently high attack, but it's not the end of the world. Or I should say special attack, sorry, not physical. That's a bit more of a problem. Let's go back to current. Because I also don't want to risk paralysis proccing, because then you can't attack. Plus, I double resist this. At least I think it's a double resist. It might be a singular. Because water resists itself, and I don't remember if electric also resists. Get out of here. Easy peasy. Nice and easy. Yeah, this gym isn't so bad, so presuming you have either a straightforward answer to the dragon type, or you can just crash into them full sprint. Any of those is the correct option, you just gotta be really careful about it. Alright, now that all the rocks have fallen, we can go down here. And yeah, the first boulder is actually a trick. You can't use it to cross, so you have to take the other boulders. My chance of losing? Not even 1%. We'll see about that. Like, we are doing pretty damn well in terms of dealing with gym trainers, except for that one incident, but this is not... Uh-oh. I shouldn't have said anything. Dragonair! Dratini's evolution that you can only get at level 35 onwards. Very powerful. Very dangerous. Slash. Most of the Dragonairs around here are going to be reliant on Dragon Rage as their best attack. And, goddammit, I was afraid of that. Well, what's the plan here? Artemis, your turn. Haven't got the chance to see you in battle yet, bud. Hell yeah. So yeah, they're just going to spam Dragon Rage, because of course they are. The key to this fight is to not panic. And just focus on finding ways to either slow them down or keep them from attacking properly. Accuracy falls. You hit me with Thunder Wave, you're a dick, but that's fine. Try the Feint Attack. Well, shit. Nice. Actually lands. Yeah, without an Ice-type move against these guys, I have to resort to just crashing into them. I could try and, like, I don't know, hunt down the TM for Blizzard back at the game corner. That sounds like a lot of work, and I'm not going to bother. One more Feint Attack. And I'm actually predicting that Dragonair is going to go for something lighter, because I just want to kind of tap it in for a finisher. So I'm going to tag to Inferno, actually. So majestic. No, you just went straight for the Dragon Rage, alright. Okay, color me surprised. Fire and electric are both resisted, but you know what? I'm feeling lucky. Stab, plus charcoal. You may resist, but I think this will finish you off. Get out of here. Nice! Just enough. Good job, bud. Inferno Star, pulling his weight. That's odd. What's odd? That you lost? No, dude, that's to be expected. You're just a trainer. Okay, do I have healing items that work for this? I have 1 full restore and 2 max potions. No, I do not. Ooh. Current, you take the lead for now. As powerful as Stark is, I don't want to burn him out too early. Let's see if we can just get the last of the trainers, though. Dragons are sacred Pokemon. They're full of life energy. If you're not serious, you won't be able to beat them. Later gens would disagree with you on how serious dragons can be. I don't know, man. The Arsonist of Generation 7 and the Apple from Generation 8 are not that serious of a dragon. Like, I don't know, Dragon, I like Dragon type. It's one of my favorites. I also think it's kind of overplayed at times because this is not the rarest type anymore. That's Ice. That still pisses me off. Like, a lot of legendaries are just part Dragon now because, yes. But then there's just a lot more regular Pokemon that are part Dragon as well, and it annoys me. Surf. You're gonna resist this, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. You dickhole. You're just mad that I paralyzed you first. And I'm still faster. Nice. Out of here. Aw, so close. One more Dragon Rage. You know what? That's fine. Ish. I can probably get another paralysis off on the next turn. Yeah, probably. And yeah, if you're not comfortable with doing this without having a proper weakness, Ice Path has plenty of options for you. The Piloswine family, Jinx, Sneasel. You got options, just don't use Delibird. Okay, Dragonair. Oh boy. You might be a bit of a problem now, but if you're just going to rely on Dragon Rage, it's not the end of the world. Nice, get the Thunder Wave off. Wonderful. I don't know if we're faster, but we're just going to find out. We are. We'll get a little bit of extra damage in, I suppose. Sorry, Current. Okay. Who to use next? You know, Cordelia, why not? This doesn't really work as a matchup on paper because Cordelia's special defense isn't great, but it's fixed damage anyway, so it doesn't matter. Plus, I can fly. Oh, the full paralyzed procs now? Of course it does. How much damage does this do? Cordelia now has the sharp beak on, so this will do extra damage. Nice. Ooh. And the paralysis procs twice, which means you are dead. Nailed it. Nice work, everyone. Wrecked him. Way to go. Well, at least someone supports us finally. Dragons are weak against dragon-type moves. Yep. It's one of the few types that is weak to itself. The only other one that comes up is Ghost-type. Which is kind of weird. You think some other types would be weak to themselves, like, I don't know, Ice? I don't know. It's kind of hard to pinpoint what other types would be weak to each other. Maybe Bug. Definitely not Poison, though. That would be weird. Poison weak to itself. You poisoned the poison. What? Let's heal up, though, because gym battle coming. I gotta be prepared for it. And since all the boulders have been pushed, we can just walk over them. So I'm gonna grab our partner out of storage real fast, because Prodigy, you've done your part. You don't need to be here any longer. Oh, that's the wrong PC. Need access bill. Deposit. Now we're getting close to actually filling up the first box. In the event that you fill up your first box in the PC, you gotta change boxes before you can catch more Pokemon. Why is it like that? Because that's just how it was in the first two generations. It was fixed in Generation 3 onwards, where they made it easier to visualize, and you could easily switch between boxes without issue. Hi, bud. Let's go Alucard. The Alucard doesn't currently have a held item, and one thing I did forget to mention, while we were doing training montage off screen, I actually went out of my way to go back to the checkpoint to the Lake of Rage. If you talk to the merchant there, or not merchant, the guy there, after you successfully repel Team Rocket, he gives you the TM for Sludge Bomb. Very powerful poison move if you have something that can learn it. Sadly, Alucard can't in this generation, so we have to hold off on that. We're going to take some full heals for safety, because I know they're going to try and paralyze us a bunch. And we'll take a couple Hyper Potions, why not? Much better. But yeah, I think, for the most part, our team is going to be pretty set for this. The scary part is going to be running into, you know, Clair. Oh boy. I'm going to warn you right now, Clair's highest Pokemon is level 40. Be ready. They're going to be powerful. You can handle them so long as you're just ready for dragons. Let's just see. Who do we got up front? Stark leads the charge. That should be fine. I like our options. I'm just worried that things might go south fast if we're not careful, because she knows and understands that Thunder Wave is a really good move to have. So she's going to try it really quickly. Is there anyone else that I feel more comfortable having up front? Confuse Ray. Inferno Star is actually going to be kind of something we have in reserve, specifically for after we deal with the first Pokemon and maybe the last one. Alright, you do have the King's Rock. I forgot I gave that to you. You got the magnet, that's good. Actually, no, you... Was Mystic Water a thing in this gen? I think it was, but I don't think I need that right now. Yeah, I think we're ready. This is gonna be stressful. This might be scary. Let's do this. I am Clair, the world's best Dragon Master. I disagree with that. I can hold my own against even the Pokemon League's Elite Four. Do you still want to take me on? Fine. Let's do it. As a gym leader, I will use my full power against my opponent. Oh boy. The last gym leader of the Johto region, Clair. Redesign-wise, I actually think her old design may be better, but that's because I'm a fan of darker blues, and specifically the anime version of her looks a lot better. The new version in Heart Gold Soul Silver looks nicer in many ways, but I just prefer dark blue. Anyways, let's begin. 4 Pokemon. Leads with Dragonair, as expected. Pure Dragon type, level 37, with Surf, Slam, Thunder Wave, and Dragon Breath. Go straight to Paralysis. The more that we can incapacitate these things, the better, because they're gonna do it right back to you. Don't fuck around, don't give them breathing room, just start swinging. I'm setting up Rain Dance for a reason, so that Surf will be more powerful. She's using Slam, interesting. Luckily, we both do resist water, so I'm kind of curious if she'll bother with trying something like Surf. Because she may resist, but I get stab bonus. Not bad. Another Slam, okay, that's fine. Honestly, you slamming into me is probably the nicest thing you could do. The double full proc, wonderful. Well, I may not have been able to attack that turn, but you didn't either, so nothing matters. Nothing is real. Alright. Now, Claire does have healing items, so be ready for those to activate. I don't know if she's got a full restore, but she's got at least something. Damn it. Luckily, she also doesn't have Dragon Breath. Or Dragon Rage, I should say, so that's not an issue. Oh god, we're low. I don't want to use the full restore yet. I'll use a max potion, why not? If you got healing items, use them. Use them at your leisure. I don't got revives for this, really, but I'm fine with that. She's probably saving the full restore for a later Pokemon, just so we don't get too cocky about it, but that's fine. 1 down. Nice job, Current. Alright, second Dragonair. Now, the complication with this is that she's got 3 Dragonairs in total. I can't tell which one this is. The other 2 have Thunderbolt or Ice Beam in place of Surf. We're gonna find out which one eventually, but trial and error it. Because right now, all she's doing is just Slam, so I can't really tell the difference. Damn it. Get that Thunder Wave, please. We need it. Thank you. The more that we can slow her down, the better. And I know, there's gonna be something to have to bring up about Claire herself. A lot of people don't like this character, specifically because of what's coming. I don't personally dislike Claire, but I know she has a lot of people who aren't a fan of her. Even some people saying she's a worse Whitney. I don't know if I agree with that so much as find it kind of funny, because the anime counterpart of Claire is wildly different from the in-game version. And we'll talk about that when that time comes, because, oh boy, there's stuff to talk about here. Oh god, low on options. You know what? Go out and blaze the glory. It's fine. I got an idea. Ooh, nice crit. Paralysis did not proc, unfortunately. That's fine. Thank you, Current. You set us up pretty well. Stark, you're up. Scyther's ready to go. Slash. Doesn't matter how good your defense is, if I can just cut right through it. Level up for Stark. Nice job, bud. Okay. What's next? Dragonair number 3, of course. I hope to God you're not the one with Ice Beam, because that might be the worst case scenario. Slash. If I get a lucky crit, that would be really nice. No. Ooh, you missed the Thunder Wave. Nice. Oh, what a time for crit. Let's go, Stark. Okay. Now it's the danger zone. Because she's down to her last Pokemon, Kingdra. We're gonna stay in. Her last Pokemon is Kingdra, a Water Dragon type, level 40. Surf, Dragon Breath, Smokescreen, Hyper Beam. Whatever you do, do not try ice attacks against this because it'll be neutral damage because water resists ice. Its only weakness is Dragon. If you don't got Dragon moves, crash into it full speed. Okay, it's not going for Dragon Breath or Hyper Beam. That's good. Kingdra is an interesting Pokemon. It is a trait evolution only, exclusive for the Horsey family. So it is a brand new evolution as of this generation, but it's pretty dangerous. All of its normal stats are base 95, so this thing can hit pretty hard when it wants to. Ugh, that's a dead Stark. The hope right now is that I need to get it to use Hyper Beam. Like, that would be my go-to hope right now. Shoot. Okay, we're down to 4. Special attack on Kingdra is pretty good, and all of its attacks aside from Hyper Beam are special. Artemis. You've got tanky defenses. Hit him with a fan attack. Whoa, God! Jesus Christ. You know what? That's fine. You didn't deal that much damage to us. And the good news as well, Hyper Beam requires 1 turn to recharge. I have a plan. Inferno, you're up. This is a risky play because I don't know if it's going to work, but it might. Kingdra has to recharge. We're going to try Thunder Punch. Neutral damage because it's part water. Oh, fuck. Are you serious? Just enough to survive that? Oh, great. That is the problem. If I die from Hiss. Ooh! Spicy. Hyper Potion. You know what? That's okay. That's fine. I kind of suspected you'd try something like that. That's why I went for damage anyway. Damn it, I was hoping we'd proc Paralysis. Do as much damage as you can, bud. Damn, I was hoping we could just snipe it with that Thunder Punch. I guess we're doing this the old-fashioned way. Sorry, bud. I knew you weren't going to be that helpful this gym, but that's fine. You did what you needed to. Alucard. I can't risk Cordelia right now because as great as her physical defense is, most of its moves are special. But I can't confuse it! Smokescreen misses, nice! Shoot. What do I do here? Strongest attack we have is Fly. I could try for Flinch Lock stress, though. Try Bite. See what it does. Good flinch. Let's go for 2. Confusion hits, but not the flinch. Oh, God. Ugh. Ow. I'm a bit worried about what's about to happen, so try Fly. I think it might snap out of confusion. Yeah, I thought so. I kind of suspected as much. Hit it with the Fly. There we go! Nice job, Alucard. And good job, Artemis, as well, for tanking that Hyper Beam so well. Leader Clair was defeated. I lost? I don't believe it. There must be some mistake. That's how it goes sometimes, girl. Now fork over the Rising Badge. I won't admit this. I may have lost, but you're still not ready for the Pokemon League. I know! You should take the Dragon User Challenge! Behind this gym is a place called Dragon's Den. There's a small shrine at its center. Go there. If you can prove that you've lost your lazy ideals, I will recognize you as a trainer worthy of a gym badge. Yeah, so she's a sore loser and she doesn't give you the gym badge after you beat her. Unlike Whitney, though, who bawls her eyes out, Claire says, no, I don't believe it. You can't make me. Yeah. So quite literally, she's trying to send us elsewhere to take the dragon test. What a loser. The reason I don't have much of a negative stigma about Claire, it's mostly down to the fact that she's not really an antagonistic force like that in the anime. She's way nicer about things. Let's heal up. However, if we really want to go there and take care of the Dragon's Den right now, you also need a Pokemon with Whirlpool. We don't have a Pokemon with Whirlpool on hand. But luckily, I took care of that problem off screen. There is someone that we can borrow for this. Because I took the liberty of teaching a certain legendary beast, Whirlpool, as well as Waterfall for when that's coming. Stark, you're ahead of the pack right now. You get to go in the box and take a rest. Jetstream, come on out. Jetstream now knows Surf, Whirlpool, and Waterfall, so they're fully covered with learning all the HMs that are water-related. Now, all we gotta do is just casually surf our way over there. And as she said, Dragon's Den is directly behind here. So just surf. Now, there are wild encounters in the water, because of course there are. And they're Magikarp, because of course they are. One thing to note as a difference, if you're playing Heart Gold Soul Silver, one of those Dragonites will be swapped out, or Dragonair, not Dragonite, Jesus. Instead of 3 Dragonites, she'll have a Gyarados. It'll be level 38 with Bite, Twister, Dragon Rage, and Dragon Pulse. Much more dangerous than the other Dragonites, but pretty annoying. Dragon's Den ahead. What do you have to say, old man? If Claire allows it, her grandfather, our master, will also. You may enter. Yeah, this old man would be blocking the way beforehand, so we wouldn't be able to enter. But I think we're going to save Dragon's Den for next time. Next time when Let's Play Pokemon Crystal, we prove our worthiness in the Dragon's Den, and we get that godforsaken Rising Badge. You're not stopping us, Claire. Till next time, ice out.